Hi there. Contentment is a deep, abiding sense of satisfaction and peace that remains stable regardless of external circumstances. In a world where dissatisfaction and comparison are commonplace, achieving contentment might seem challenging. However, the Bible provides profound insights and practical advice on how to cultivate a heart of contentment amidst the ever-changing landscape of life. What it is contentment and what it isn't. Contentment is more than a fleeting feeling of happiness. It is a stable, enduring state of mind that comes from within and is rooted in our relationship with God. It involves a sense of satisfaction and peace, regardless of whether we have abundance or scarcity, success or failure. Contentment is not about being complacent. It doesn't mean you stop striving for improvement or achieving your goals. Rather, it's about finding peace and joy in your current circumstances while working towards your aspirations. Contentment is not resignation. It doesn't imply giving up on your dreams or accepting mediocrity. Instead, it's an inner satisfaction with where you are, regardless of the challenges you face. Have you ever felt that you need more to be happy? The Bible speaks extensively about contentment, providing models and teachings that guide us towards a peaceful and satisfied life. Philippians 4 verses 11 to 13 is one of the most direct teachings on contentment. I am not saying this because I am in need, for I have learned to be content whatever the circumstances. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do all this through Him who gives me strength. In this passage, the Apostle Paul reveals that contentment is learned through experience and reliance on Christ. His ability to remain content in various situations stems from his relationship with Jesus, who empowers him with strength and grace. How can Paul's experience teach us about finding contentment in our own lives? What steps can we take to rely more on Christ's strength? Another important passage is 1 Timothy 6 verses 6 to 8. But godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into the world, and we can take nothing out of it. But if we have food and clothing, we will be content with that. This passage emphasizes that true contentment comes from a godly life and recognizing that material possessions are temporary. Contentment is found in focusing on what truly matters, our relationship with God and our spiritual well-being. What are the temporary things in your life that might be distracting you from finding contentment? How can focusing on eternal values shift your perspective? Why contentment is challenging? Several factors contribute to the difficulty of maintaining contentment. A comparison. We often compare ourselves to others, which can lead to dissatisfaction. In an age of social media, the temptation to measure our lives against others' highlight reels is strong. This constant comparison can undermine our sense of contentment and lead to feelings of inadequacy or envy. A desire for more. Human nature is driven by desires and ambitions. The pursuit of more, whether it's wealth, status, or success, can overshadow our ability to appreciate what we already have. This constant craving for more can prevent us from finding satisfaction in the present. Uncertainty and change. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances change frequently. Job loss, health issues, or personal crises can disrupt our sense of peace and contentment. The instability of life can challenge our ability to remain satisfied with our current situation. Which of these factors do you find most challenging in your own life? How do they affect your ability to feel content? Steps to cultivate contentment. Step 1. Cultivate gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful tool for fostering contentment. It shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have. 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 18 instructs, "Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus." Practicing gratitude involves regularly acknowledging and appreciating the blessings in your life. Keeping a gratitude journal or making a daily habit of thanking God for specific blessings can help reinforce a contented mindset. What are 3 things you are grateful for today? How can regularly practicing gratitude change your outlook on life? Step 2. Focus on eternal values. Redirecting your focus from temporal to eternal values can transform your perspective on contentment. In Matthew 6 verses 19 to 21, Jesus advises, "Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, but store up for yourselves treasures in heaven. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Investing in eternal values, such as love, faith, and righteousness, can provide lasting satisfaction that outlasts material possessions and achievements. What eternal values are most important to you? How can investing in these values affect your sense of contentment? Step 3. Find strength in Christ. Philippians 4 verse 13 offers a profound promise. I can do all this through Him who gives me strength. Christ provides the strength to face all circumstances and maintain contentment. By relying on Jesus' strength, you can navigate life's ups and downs with grace and peace. Developing a deeper relationship with Christ through prayer, worship, and studying the Bible helps reinforce this strength. How can deepening your relationship with Christ help you face challenges with greater contentment? Step 4. Practice contentment daily. Contentment is a daily practice. It involves making intentional choices to embrace peace and satisfaction despite changing circumstances. Daily affirmations, prayers of thanksgiving, and mindful reflection on God's provision can reinforce your contented state of mind. What daily practices can you implement to cultivate a habit of contentment? How can you remind yourself to focus on what truly matters each day? Step 5. Embrace your current situation. Accepting your current situation as part of God's plan can bring profound peace. Romans 8 verse 28 assures us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." Trusting that God is working for your good, even when circumstances are challenging, helps foster contentment. Embrace where you are in life, recognizing it as a chapter in God's larger plan for you. How can embracing your current situation as part of God's plan help you find peace? What steps can you take to trust more fully in His plan for your life? Aligning your heart with God's peace. To stay content, align your heart with God's peace. This involves surrendering your need for control and trusting in His sovereignty over your life. Regularly seek His guidance and remind yourself of His promises and character. Isaiah 26 verse 3 states, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you." By fixing your mind on God and trusting in His plan, you can experience a deep, abiding peace that transcends external circumstances. How can you realign your heart to focus more on God's peace? What practical steps can you take to trust Him more fully? Staying content in every situation is a journey of faith and practice. It involves finding joy and satisfaction regardless of external conditions by focusing on gratitude, eternal values, and Christ's strength. Contentment is not about achieving a perfect state of happiness, but about trusting in God's provision and embracing His peace amidst life's challenges. By cultivating a grateful heart, prioritizing eternal values, drawing strength from Christ, practicing contentment daily, and accepting your current situation, you can achieve lasting contentment. Remember that contentment is a process, a journey of learning to trust God more deeply and finding peace in His presence. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Share your stories in the comments below. And if you want to dive deeper into faith-related topics, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and check out our other videos. Thanks for watching, and remember, doubt can be the doorway to a deeper faith. See you next time.